It means necessary we reclaim our pride. In the streets of Harlem where our spirits never die. Rally on the beat, time to make us stand against the chains of oppression. We demand a land. No more free. We take it in our hands. Defenses, respect, we remain man. You see, liberation's the dream. It's nationalism. It's such a vision. All right, y'all. We about to get started here. This is our live TikTok. Excuse me, not even TikTok. Excuse me, live YouTube. You know, we live on YouTube. It's been a while since I've been messing with YouTube. Right. You know, I grew my followers to about 10,000 followers, and then I lost some followers when you know, start talking about. You know, I mean, I've always talking about some real stuff, but you know, when I switched it to FBA only, you know, and I still give relationship advice, you know, keep it real, you know, I'm not down with the feminism and all that stuff, but you know, I just felt like you know, getting on code with my lineage was more important than anything, you know, getting codified, uh being a righteous brother on this land, standing on business. I mean, that's more important than anything. So that's kind of where it's at right now, but just a little bit of breaking news and house cleaning real quick. Make sure you guys get the FBA only album. It's out now. Uh, you can stream it on all major platforms: Spotify, uh, YouTube Music, Amazon Music. Make sure you guys get the album. I'm telling you, 14 tracks, all game. Uh, Brother, I'm gonna just tell you, brother. Don't be a troll all your life. Be righteous on this earth. Say no to drugs, man. That's the best advice I can give you, brother. You know, say no to drugs, man. You know, you got some. You got better things to do with your life. Don't be a casualty walking outside. Don't be a civilian. Put on your armor and stand on business, man. Truth is what it's all about. That's the best advice I can give you. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, make sure y'all get the album. The album's out right now. It's hot. It's fire. You know, getting a lot of streams. You know, I'm hoping I'm hoping I possibly might go gold. This album might go gold this year. You know, that's how popular and how popping this album is. So make sure y'all get it. Um, Breaking news. I just want to give y'all some breaking news. If you haven't heard, Trump is he's in office and he's been using that pen. And brother said no to birthright citizenship as a foundation of Black American. I don't got no problems with that. I'm not worried about being deported. Brother closed down the southern border. Oh man, a lot of people crying over that. DEI done away with. That never really helped foundational Black Americans, so I don't care about that. And he stood on business and said there's only two genders in this country: man, male, and female. What am I mean, that it's sad that you got to get recognized for telling the truth, for just keeping it real. You know, no more of this mental illness that people be suffering from, thinking that we got to side with their views and they're the minority. The majority has spoken, and this is the president that they wanted. These are the policies that they wanted. And one thing I can say about Trump is he's never done anything. He's never done anything. He's never put a policy in place that actually hurt Black Americans. So, you know, shout out to Trump for that. Now, do I believe everything Trump is doing? Do I like that Elon Musk was doing this? You know, doing those type of stuff, looking awkward, and you know, I don't want to say what it looked like, but we all know what it looked like if you've seen it. And you know, the liberals are going to run with that. You know, I'm a foundational Black American, so anything Democrat, I'm against. Let's keep it a buck. You know, 60 years we gave them our loyalty, and what have they done for us? And what have they done for us lately? Zero. So I got no loyalty to the Democratic Party. You know, they can they can go somewhere if you know what I'm talking about. They can go somewhere. So, but not a fan of the Republicans either. You know, I know there's a lot of alt-life people out there who are proud, and Trump also let go, released 1,600 people, I believe, from prison, dealing with the January 6th riots. So that's interesting, right? Uh, you know, a lot of white supremacists are happy. A lot of Americans in the dominant society are happy. Some are mad, but that's what happens. You know, when you're a leader, you know one thing you can give Trump props for is Trump is nobody's puppet. This is all Trump. He calls a shot, and then he follows through with it. And that's all you can ever ask for a leader is someone who calls a shot and follows through. Now you don't have to like it, right? You don't have to like it or be a bandwagon, right? But that's kind of, you know, nobody, listen, whenever you want a true leader, you're not always going to agree with what that leader's vision is. But one thing you can say is Trump has a clear vision. You know, he got the tariffs going. I think starting February 1st, 25% tariffs on Canada and Mexico. Shout out to Trump for that. And here's a big one. Here's a big one, man. Breaking news. Trump is considering eliminating the federal income tax. Now, some of y'all might cry and complain. You know, there's always something y'all gonna cry and complain about. There's always something you're gonna cry and complain about, right? Always something, right? It can't never be perfect, right? But I think no taxes is good. I'm sorry. I think no taxes is good, and yeah, it benefits the wealthy just as much as it benefits the poor. But no federal income tax. I think we need to start there. I think we definitely need to start there. So yeah, man, lots of things going on with America. Look at it like a roller coaster. Don't be scared. Buckle up for the ride. You're in it for the thrills anyway. It's gonna be one hell of a trip. You know, one hell of a trip. And get your cryptocurrency on. We have a cryptocurrency friendly president, and I think we gotta. I think if you're smart, there's a lot of money to be made in these next 4 years. Foundational Black Americans, you understand that this is our time. This is our time to get on code. Listen, we don't have allies. All we have is each other. We gotta get on code with each other and take care of business these next 4 years. Don't worry about the media and their propaganda and their witchcraft. Just get on code with your brothers and move as a block. Stop being the lonely only out there. You know what I'm saying? Stop being the lonely only out there and stop being friendly to everybody. Close the door. No more invites to the cookout. No more invites to the cookout. You know what I'm saying? It's time that we deal with our people and we learn to love ourselves and our people and put our lineage above everything else. One thing I can say about Trump, listen, Trump, what do you expect? This is what I'm saying. When black people get in power, right? This is what we're often afraid to use it, right? Because we're afraid that people might think we're just doing stuff for black people. Trump don't have that problem. Trump can do whatever he wants for his people and any people, and it's expected. This is the time that we do something for ourselves. When we get into a powerful position, make sure you look out for your lineage and your people first, just like every other group. Just like every other group. I'm glad DEI is gone because now we can have an all black squad if we want to. We can start our own business and hire nothing but black people. and nobody can say none the wiser. And I think that's what's needed in this world right now. We got to start looking out for ourselves and not worry about what everybody. Look, everybody hates. One thing I love about being the most hated people on the planet and the most loved people on the planet is who cares, right? Who cares? If we do something great, if they're gonna hate. If we do something bad, they're gonna gloat, right? They're gonna gloat. So we need to just say F everybody else and what they think and their opinions and just do stuff for our lineage and do stuff for our people. That's it. That's all we got to do. That's all we really got to do. Now let's get the show started. Welcome back to the Too Much Moxie podcast. I am your humble host. Too much. I just had to get some laundry out the way first, real quick. Get some breaking news. Now let's get to the show. So we're driving into the latest and we're gonna unpack some things. So let me do it like this. Let me start over. Let me get myself centered and start over again. We're about to start the show right now. Welcome to the Too Much Moxie podcast. I'm your humble host, Too Much, and we're diving into Trump's latest executive orders and unpacking what they mean for foundational Black Americans, from immigration to energy policy and to the workplace diversity. We'll also explore these policies and how they could affect our communities and what we can do to protect our interests. Okay. And we got some other things we got to talk about today, too. Immigration isn't the only thing we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about just a bunch of stuff, and I'm not going to be long winded. I'm not going to be long winded. Okay, I promise you on that. And actually, I am looking at the wrong note, so let me go to the right one because we're actually talking about. I want to go into a little bit more on voter suppression. Right, I want to mobilize us that way. Okay, give me 1 second. Got to bring up my right notes here, and I'm looking at the old podcast. Excuse me. That's why I'm all discombobulated. Okay, here we go. We're going to dive deep into the heart of the movement, highlighting the grassroots leaders. That's what I want to talk about today. Sorry about that, you guys. Who are tirelessly working to combat voter suppression and discussing the pivotal political shifts happening within the foundational Black American community. Okay. While mainstream narratives often overlook them, grassroots leaders like Tariq Nasheed, Professor Black Truth, Vicky Dillard are in the forefront of advocating for FBA rights and combating voter suppression. Tariq Nasheed is a filmmaker and an activist and has been instrumental in promoting FBA identity and addressing the issues specific to our community. His documentary shed light on systematic injustices and emphasized the importance of self-determination. You know, we gotta give our flowers to brothers like this. Now, Tariq is not a leader of a lineage, but when it comes to grassroots, when it comes to galvanizing the troops, when it comes to showing us pride in who we are and how we're supposed to be moving, and when it comes to the code, I think we got to give that brother props because he's got a lot of people on code. He's got a lot of us moving and talking on code, and he has reintroduced. He has been pivotal in reintroducing our language Tutnese back to Black Americans, those who want to speak the language and know the language and get fully on code. Man, it's there and it's available. I mean, I believe they're holding classes and things like that now. So you guys want to, if that's something you're interested in, you're a foundational Black American, you need to learn our language. You need to learn our language that we invented during slavery. And shout out to Tariq Nasheed for that. And I want to give that brother his flowers. I went out to his museum personally. I went out to one of his comedy nights at the museum there. Me and my wife, we met him. Stand up guy, man. Very, very approachable, very easy to talk to, and a real brother. And shout out to him for that, right? Now, Professor Black Truth utilizes media platforms to educate and inform listeners about the political landscape, encouraging critical thinking and active participation in the democratic process. Shout out to that brother. A lot of people might not be ready for Professor Black Truth, but the brother is on another level and he does his thing. So if you're not plugging into Tariq Nasheed, uh, you need to, and you also need to plug into Professor Black Truth. That brother and both of them are on YouTube, so just look them up on YouTube and check them out. Now, Vicky Dillard, also known for her dynamic speaking and online presence, empowers FBA by addressing the current events and historical context, motivating collective action. This sister is powerful, man. We got two strong brothers and a powerful sister, and many more people that are working part of the grassroots with the activism and everything like that. So we have a lot of things. Like I always tell people, man, stop watching the news. Please stop watching the news and turn off the television. Plug into the grassroots media if you want to know what's going on with Foundation of Black Americans. If you are FBA and you are not plugged into these three people I'm talking about, what are you doing? These are the leaders that exemplify the power of grassroots movement in affecting change, reminding us that true leadership often emerges from within our communities, not from established institutions. Okay? Now, for decades, the Democratic Party has relied on unwavering support of black voters. However, there's growing sentiment within the FBA community that this loyalty has been met with symbolic gestures rather than substantive policies. The term benign neglect apply and describe the party's historical approach, acknowledging our issues without implementing meaningful solutions. This is why we're delineated. This is why we're not dealing with the Democratic Party. This is why our vote and our power means everything, especially these next 4 years, coming into these next 2 years. We need to be exercising movement, moving as a block when we vote. Don't just vote. Vote with your people. Vote for your lineage. Get on board with what the grassroots is throwing down, pick it up, and use it. High profile figures, while breaking racial barriers, often serve as symbols without enacting policies that directly benefit the FBA community. This pattern has led to a demand for tangibles, concrete policies, and actions that address systematic issues like economic disparities, criminal justice reform, and educational inequities. The delineation movement emphasizes the unique lineage and experiences of FBAs advocating for policies that specifically benefit our community. This has resulted in a reevaluation of political alliance, okay? With many choosing to withhold support from parties that fail to deliver on promises. Voting as a bloc with a unified agenda amplifies our collective power and ensures that our voices are not taken for granted. You understand, people? Voting as a bloc is power. Just voting Democrat because they say Democrats are for us and Republicans aren't, it's not good enough. It's not smart. It's time we become mercenaries and anybody can get it. You want my support? Show me some tangible. Show me that you really care about my lineage and my people, and then we can talk. But talking about it and then benign neglect, we're not doing that anymore. Symbolism, identity politics, we're not doing that anymore. You understand? We're just not doing that anymore. So we're off that and we're on to the next. That's where we are. Staying on code refers to a collective understanding and practice of prioritizing FBA interests, maintaining unity, and strategically leveraging our voting power. By doing so, we send a clear message to a political entities. Our support is earned through actions, not assumed through tradition. Grassroots media plays a crucial role in this movement. Platforms led by our own people provide unfiltered news, historical context, and strategic guidance, fostering a well informed and cohesive community. Engaging with these platforms ensure that we are equipped with the knowledge needed to navigate the political landscape effectively. We got to plug in, we got to plug in, and we got to stay plugged in to the grassroots media. That's how we know what's going on with our lineage. If you're watching CNN, if you're watching Fox News, you're getting misinformation. You're getting truth with propaganda, with lies, with witchcraft, which causes nothing more than confusion. We're not out here to be confused, and we're not out here to be stunned to where we just can't move, polarized to where we just can't move or do anything. That's not what we're about. We're about making change, and we're going to stand for justice. One thing I love about being a foundational Black American is I don't gotta lie. I don't gotta lie. All I gotta do is stand on business. That's it. I'm I'm part of a lineage that's one of the most well documented lineages out there. You know, my history, my past, everything is man. If you don't know what a foundational Black American is and who a foundational Black American is, all you gotta do is Google us. Okay. If you want to see the achievements and the things that we've done in the last 400 years, all you gotta do is Google it. It's gonna come up. We have a long, long resume of standing on business and building and making things pop. Can nobody ever put the stigma on a Black American and call them lazy? You can't call LeBron James lazy. You can't call Michael Jordan lazy. You can't call Malcolm X lazy. You can't call Martin Luther King lazy. You can't call Michael Jackson lazy. You can't call James Brown lazy. You understand what I'm saying? We got too many icons. Excuse me. Over 2.5 million millionaires in this country. And we're only 43 million people. We're only 13 to 14% of the country. So how do you get lazy when we got so many icons? How do you get lazy when we got so many builders and iconic people? How do you call us lazy when we are the culture of America and the influencers of the world? Everybody copies us. Imitation is the highest form of flattery. Everybody imitates us. So I love being a foundational Black American, man, because I don't got to lie to kick it. I don't got to pretend to be something I'm not. I am who I am, and most people want to be me. So as we continue to face challenges like voter suppression, it's imperative that we remain vigilant, informed, and united. Our ancestors fought tirelessly for the rights we have today. It's our responsibility to honor their legacy by actively participating in the democratic process and holding those in power accountable. That's all we got to do as foundational Black Americans: hold those in power accountable. We're coming up with our think tank. We're coming up with our we're coming up with our think tank, and we're coming up with just being on code with each other more, supporting Black-owned businesses, recycling our dollars back into the community, buying up the block, building up our neighborhoods, investing in our future, investing in cryptocurrency. And while we're talking about cryptocurrency, I'm working. We're in phase one right now of the FBA coin. FABC or FBAC, excuse me. So I know there's another coin out. There's another group that started a coin called Kin. I'm looking into that. I'm going to buy some of that coin because it's I'm not sure if it's all FBA or if it's really just for the melanated family, but I'm going to support it because Black people are rocking with it. So if you guys don't know about the coin KYN, it's called Kin. You're not going to see it on any platforms like Coinbase or cryptocurrency or what's the other one? eToro. There's a bunch of platforms that people go to for crypto, but you're not going to see it on that. You might have to go to their website. Um, I'll try to when the after the video is done, I'll try to post it in the comments somewhere so people can look out for it. But the coin that I'm starting for the family is going to be a utility coin. It's not going to be a meme coin. Okay, this coin is going to do something for our people. We're going to be able to. It's going to be able to help start Black businesses. It's going to be able to loan money to our people. It's going to be a payment processing center where you can make payments faster. You're going to get rewards for buying Black, for buying from FBA, specifically Black-owned businesses. So this is not going to be just a meme coin like what Trump did. Trump put out a coin. Shout out to Trump. He made a lot of millionaires when he put that coin out. I think it rose up to, I think it's at about $35, $43 right now. Uh, I bought a Trump coin, because I understand what time we're in. This is the time of crypto, and if you're not down with it, this is the time for tech. Let me tell you something. The tech oligarchs are out. Okay, they are out and about, flexing their muscles, stepping with their chest out. All the nerds, all the nerds are empowered right now. Okay, so you can't do nothing about it but just go with it. Okay, if you're not hip to the technology and cryptocurrency and what's going on, you're just gonna get left behind. We need a coin that's going to do more than just be a meme for our people. We need a coin that's going to give back and to our community and build and help us build it up and make it stronger. We need a coin that's going to be like a self reparation, and I'm definitely starting that. We're in phase one of that. Phase two is going to be in March, and I'll be doing some marketing and getting the coin out there. I'm going to start talking to key people, get some key influencers to help push this coin because we need our own currency. I'm tired of us. We need our own platform where we can speak freely, and I understand we have some people working on that. So uh, I'm in fully support of that, as especially as long as it's FBA owned. No, nothing against our melanated brothers and sisters in the diaspora, but at this time, it's hard to know who's who. We have a lot of tethers out there that are talking mess and just being disrespectful to our lineage and to our people, and we can't have that. And I like everybody, but you're not going to come over into my country and talk about Black Americans and do a lot of projecting and putting stereotypes on us. You're not going to do that. You're not going to talk as if you're one of us, like you're connected with our lineage and our people when you're not. We are foundational Black Americans. We've been here before America was built, and we'll be here long after. So if you're not going to show respect to us, just get out the way. Keep your mouth shut and get out the way. This deportation thing is real, and if we find that you're doing something mischievous and undermining to our community, we're going to just get you up out the paint. Period. Point blank. So thank you so much for joining us for the Too Much Moxie podcast today. Remember, true power lies within the community. Stay informed, stay engaged, and continue to push for tangibles we deserve. Until next time, stay bold and stay unapologetic. I am the voice of the culture. Peace out, everybody.